Hello, welcome back to my channel and another reaction video. This time we're checking out the pitch meeting for the Acolyte.
So, you got some new Star Wars content for me? Yes, sir, I do. And in this one, we're gonna be following OSHA. Amazing. Occupational safety's very important. Right, but also that's her name, and she's gonna be falsely accused of a crime. What's the crime? Well, her sister May's gonna have this big old fight against a Jedi named Indara, who I figure we could get Carrie-Anne Moss to play. Trinity? Oh boy, that'll be a big draw for the show. So what does she do? Ah, die immediately. Okay, well, I'm still gonna pretend like she's a main character when we promote the show. Sounds like a good idea. So since May and OSHA look exactly alike and everybody thinks May is dead, OSHA gets blamed. Was she nearby? Not even a little bit. She was off putting out space fires, but a bartender saw her, so. Space fires? Fires in space, that's right. So she gets arrested and put on a prisoner ship piloted by robots. They think she killed a Jedi, so they put her on an unmanned ship. That's what we're going with. So this ship ends up crashing, and then she reunites with her old Jedi Master Soul. Okay. And she explains to him, like, hey, I think my sister might be alive, but he's like, no, I watched her die. Yeah, sounds like there's some history between these two. Oh, there sure is, sir. That's the whole basis of the show, but to explain that, we're gonna have to go back 16 years. I don't know how to do that. Yeah, no, don't worry, I'll just tell you what happened. Okay, yeah, that's better for me. So OSHA and May were raised by a bunch of space witches, and May wants to become a space witch, but OSHA doesn't really wanna. There are career paths other than space witch, sure. So then they're having this big ceremony to become space witches, and they do this little chant. A chant? Yeah, they're like, the power of one, the power of two, the power of many. So anyway, then Soul and some other Jedi show up, and they maybe want to train these kids to become Jedi, because they have a high M count. M count? You mean midichlorians? Well, yes, but people made fun of that, so now I'm scared to say it out loud. Fair enough. So they do some tests on these girls, but then this Padawan really wants to go home, so he rushes back to the temple confrontationally. That's his motivation. He wants to leave ASAP. He doesn't like the food he's currently eating, so he risks and ruins everything. Understandable, I guess. So what happens? Well, the Mother Witch turns into a big scary smoke monster, so Soul kills her with a lightsaber. Close one. Actually, no, he shouldn't have, because she's like, I was gonna let OSHA go become a Jedi. She probably shouldn't have changed into a scary monster then. Yeah, well, if there's no miscommunication in this show, then there is no show. Oh, interesting storytelling technique. So then all the witches get together and possess this Wookiee Jedi, but when Trinity breaks that possession, all the witches die. Why? Because I need all the witches to die. That works. And also May is mad that OSHA didn't want to become a space witch, so she starts a little fire and locks all the doors. Sounds like an OSHA violation for sure. Yeah, and this place is made of stone, so the fire spreads quickly. What? And then Soul finds himself in a situation where each sister is standing on a collapsing platform, and his force lift isn't strong enough for both platforms, so he just saves OSHA. Why not force lift the girls instead of the platforms they're on? Hey, shut up. And so that crazy night sets the stage for this whole story. Wow, well, that's gonna be a pretty intense show intro for sure. Oh, no, what I just described as a mystery spread out over multiple episodes. Stretching things out is tight. Paradoxically, yes. So then what happens? Well, because of that night, 16 years later, May is killing the Jedi involved with that, and she's working with this guy, Kymir. Okay. And also there seems to be a Sith lurking around, but we don't know who he is. Is it Kymir? I mean, who else would it be? Yep, that's a good point. I'm still gonna drop it as a big reveal several episodes in, okay? Sure, sounds good. So this guy really wants May to kill a Jedi without using a weapon. How come? He thinks that would be a pretty cool little dark side challenge. That does sound pretty cool. Then one day he goes nuts and kills practically all the Jedi that OSHA was rolling with. Oh my god. And in all that chaos, OSHA and May switch places. Oh, they do? Yeah, and it looks like May is gonna stab Soul, but then she doesn't. Why not? Yeah, because she doesn't want it anymore, you know? Who's to say why characters do what they do? You. Can you imagine? That'd be nuts. Well, anyway, meanwhile, OSHA is hanging out with Kymir the Sith. Hanging out? Yeah, she follows him around. He takes his clothes off, shows her his Sarlacc pit. Oh my god. So now that he murdered all her friends and flashed her his space junk, she's kind of into what he has to say about the dark side. Okay. But then she puts on his cool helmet and gets a vision of where May is. Oh, she does? Yeah, because the season's almost over and I need them to reunite, so she just has a vision of where to go next. Nice. So all the characters end end up on that witchy planet where this whole thing started. It's like poetry, it rhymes. It's like poetry, it rhymes, that's right. So there's gonna be a big showdown between Chimere and Soul,
The
and then
fight
also
scenes
between
were
May and Osha.
very
exciting.
entertaining.
And then Osha's
Not
gonna
gonna
find out that Soul killed their mom, so she wants to kill him. Well, it's gonna be tough for her to kill an experienced Jedi Master. Actually, it's gonna be super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, because now that she's angry, she can do dark side stuff, so she force chokes him to death. So he doesn't explain that her mom had turned into a scary smoke monster? No, because proper communication would get in the way of the story I'm trying to tell. Right, okay, keep going. So there's no Soul. Nope. And then also that guy died. What? So then what happens? Well, then Osha agrees to train with Chimere and let him show her the dark side. Oh, he flashes her again? No, like the dark side of the Force. Oh, okay. And then he wipes May's memory, which is a thing he can do. Why? So she can't remember. And then a green lady blames everything on Soul, and we're done. So what do you think? It's okay. I just feel like it's missing something. It is, isn't it? What key ingredient we missing here? Oh, I got it. You know what it is? We gotta do that thing. You know that thing where we sprinkle in glimpses of established characters and selectively recycle content we own as if that were a way to sustain long-term engagement? Right, that's what it is. I'll toss a few cameos in at the end. Great, that'll keep the brand alive.
Yep. And I don't know. While it was exciting to see these characters pop up, it certainly feels like, that's just a bait for. Please, come and see season 2. I don't know if there's gonna be season 2 this, but yeah, and I do know that some people did like this series. It's not the worst that's come out of Disney Star Wars. But yeah, I do love how Ryan points out that this entire story could be, told in a single, well, maybe a 2-part episode or a movie, but no, instead they drag things along, and yeah, a lot of nonsensical stuff here, non-communication. That was everything happened simply because there was zero communication, zero proper communication between characters. Very poor writing. But I said it before, the fight scenes were extremely entertaining. I really did love them, and I actually did like Chimere's or Chimere, however you pronounce it. But yeah, I liked his character towards the end. But yeah, it wasn't exactly a surprise that he turned out to be the Sith. Especially after, he followed Osha into the planet. What's it called? And they went after the Wookiee Jedi. And yeah, seeing the Wookiee Jedi in action, that was pretty damn awesome as well. I said it before, the fight scenes were, the fight choreography was pretty damn impressive, and they were seriously really brutal, especially when Chimere killed all the all the Jedis. And yeah, Saul is the other character I really did like, and it's very impressive. I heard that the actor took English lessons just to prepare for the role. So, but the only downside in the forest fight between Chimere and all the Jedi was that it took place in nighttime. That's and a lot of the times there were stuff obstructing the view. You couldn't see the fight fully, which there was a lot of brutal stuff happening, so Disney kind of chickened out. But one of the most annoying parts in the story was the constant flip-flopping with the other sister who Chimere sent to kill the Jedis. I forgot her name. Was it Osha, or was the other one Osha? And May is, I think, was Chimere's apprentice. But yeah, constantly flip-flopping. Now I'm going to surrender to the Jedi. No, I'm not. Yes, I'm. Blah blah blah. As far as the space witches go, I'm not, all that against having different factions that can use the Force in different ways. It doesn't always need to be on, only Jedi or Sith, but yeah, Not gonna lie, this Space Coven witch with their power of 1, power of 2, and all that chanting was more funny than anything else to me, but yeah. They tried to do something new with this show and they failed. I'm not against trying to bring new stuff. But then again, they pointed out the end. Bringing old favorites as cameos. It's a cheap nostalgia bait. But yeah, I'm talking too long. What do you guys think? Write your thoughts down below. Visit my reaction, drop a comment, like, subscribe if you want, and I will see you in another video.